Good evening, influencers. Good evening. Happy Winning Wednesday. This is Shay. Hello, hello. Hope your day has been amazing. I am just excited, so excited about all that is taking place in this time, at this time in my life. Graduation is not even 42 days away. So while I am completing my last final weeks of class, I have been committed to finishing strong. And tonight we are talking about why you must be willing to win. So the reason why I wanted to talk about why you must be willing to win is because it's important to know that your future depends on you. Granted, it's easy for us to put our time, attention, and feel as though others should invest in us and they need to be a part of our success. They need to be a part of our win. But tonight I am here to encourage you that you have to be willing to win. And a part of being willing to win has everything to do with you being intentional. Hi, Taronda. You being intentional about intentional as well as consistent about what it is that you have placed before God and what it is that you have, the goals that you've placed before yourself. You have to be intentional about seeing those things come to pass. Hey, sis. So today, every day of the week, I have a different day. God, he gives me a saying for that particular day. But today is Winning Wednesday. Everybody win looks different. No one win looks the same, just like everybody defines success differently. But tonight we're talking about why you must be willing to win. So let me tell you why you must be willing to win. If you're like myself and you have kids or you have children, or if you do not have children and you desire to have children, your children depends on your success. That's why you should be willing to win. Not only that, do you not know that we suffer greatly at the hand of the very things that our family, our parents did not deal with? So we often talk about generational curses, and I'll tell you, our bishop was here not too long ago, and our bishop was talking to us about generational blessings. So this is why you have to be willing to win. In order to start the cycle of generational blessings, they have to start with some generation. And in order for that generation to take a stand and say, hey, it starts with me, you have to be willing to put in the work. You have to be willing to work your win. You have to be able to understand that, yes, I am winning even when I haven't reached the finish line. I am winning even when it does not appear that I'm winning. I'm still winning, right? So let me slow down. So yes, it's so easy to get caught up in this thing, the generational curses. But in order to start living a life that produces the generational blessings, we have to first be willing to put in some work. And putting in work in order to win, that means we have to be intentional. We have to be consistent. We have to be focused. We have to maintain our integrity even when we're getting the wind knocked out of us. That is hard for a lot of us. I know for me, I don't care how much changing I do, I can't forget where I come from. I can't forget how I used to be. And the reason why I can't forget is because the reality is that I am 2 steps short of being back in that same place. So as long as I keep a reminder, I stay thankful. I stay with the praise in my spirit because I know what God has brought me from. So The reason why you must be willing to win is because I said in lives, a couple lives ago, that someone's deliverance depends on your obedience. Well, guess what? Someone does not have the perseverance that you have. Someone does not have the wisdom that you have. Yes, this is Wow Inspire. I am here to wow inspire you. A part of that wow is wisdom. And with wisdom, when you utilize wisdom with strategy, that wisdom optimizes the winning, right? So in order to win, in order to literally be able to celebrate continuously, you have to utilize the wisdom that God has given you. You have to understand that you have to have some type of strategy. You have to understand that it's good to write down all of these dreams. It's good to say, I'm going to do this. It's good to talk it, but talking it, writing it is useless when you don't put action to it. So the execution process, in order to really see the manifestation work for you, you have to be intentional about working your win. When I say working your win, that means you work the things that you know that you need to work in that strategy. You work the things that you know that you need to take and put into your plan. You execute those things. You execute in excellence. Understanding that, no, I'm not going to get it right every time. And sometimes I'm going to slip up, and sometimes I am going to lose focus. But understand that when you lose focus, when you allow distractions to consume you, you start the process over again. So this is why you must understand that the wisdom that you have has to be activated, and has to understand that when you slip back, right, as you are executing your plan, when you allow the distractions to consume you, when you slip back, you prolong your process. What does that mean? Your process starts all over again. Yes, it took me 10 years to get to a place where I don't care what people have to say about me. It took me 10 years to get to a place that I'm comfortable enough to speak my truth and not feel bad about it. It took me 10 years to be okay with, yes, I did not have the things that my friends had coming up, but it did not make me any less of a person than who they were. It took me 10 years to be able to identify that I am amazing. It took me 10 years, 10 plus years, to be able to stand in who God has called me to be. It took me guess what? It took me 10 years to get to this place. And because it took me 10 years, because of the wisdom that I now have, I can't allow a distraction to get me off course. And the very thing that took me 10 years to overcome, the very thing that took me 10 years to actually heal, that thing that it caused me a lengthy walk in my process of healing, it took me 10 years to do that. So I can't be distracted. I can't allow the distractions of people to set me backwards, because it took me 10 years the first time. Who's to say it won't take me 25 years? But who's to say I got 25 years left of life in me? They don't like to talk about death. They don't want to talk about, oh, well, why are you talking like that? Like, girl, you still got, hey, Missy, you still got so much more to do. Don't talk like that, girl. Well, do you not know death don't have an age limit on it? Do you not know that your life, you don't own your own life? Yeah, you don't. So I don't know that I have 25 years to make this and to overcome what I overcame in 10 years. I don't know that I still have that amount of time. That's why you have to be willing to win. That's why when you are going through your process, even when you're in a waiting phase, you got to know that even in that waiting phase, I'm still winning. I'm still working my win while I wait. I don't care how many people run past me. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Go ahead, because what my win looks like, what your win looks like, it does not look the same. But the one thing I love is I love when I'm connected to women that don't mind sharing their victory with you. So while I'm waiting, I'm going to depend on Ebony, and I'm going to love on Ebony even the more, not to use her, hey, Sonia, not to use her, but I'm going to love on her because I know that if she can win, I can too. Yeah. Sonia, I love you. Yes, women like Sonia, Lisa, all of you, anyone that's watching, anyone that's catching this the replay that could not tune in during the live time, listen, you need to be surrounded by people that understand that the winning process does not look the same every time around. Just like the seasons don't look the same every time around. You know, when it starts to get cold, people say, oh, we're going to have a bad winter this year. What? Well, last year you said we were going to have a bad winter. It didn't snow but 2 times. So how can you say it's going to be that bad this year? So that's just like the seasons. That's how we have to look at our lives. Like, for real, we have to be surrounded by people that understand that my season don't look like your season. And just because right now my season is, you know, my victories are consecutive, but again, I paid a price for this. Okay. So even when I posted my long status yesterday, I let them know you don't have to celebrate with me because my victory in the way I'm screaming, thank you, Jesus, hallelujah. That's not how you're going to be. You're probably not going to feel the way I feel about my victories. And that's fine. But I'm not going to stop feeling like I feel because I know what I overcame. I know that it has taken me over 10 years to get my degree. Hello? This thing is something I owe to me. I don't owe this to nobody else. And I thank God that I persevered through that time frame. I thank God for every encounter that I experienced through my time of my go through, because guess what? Had I not experienced it, I couldn't connect. I could not relate. I could not influence. I could not inspire. So my inspiration don't come from it don't come from thin air. It come from what I've experienced. It come from what I overcame. Because if I can do it, I have hope. And it's my desire to inspire you that if I can do it, you can do it too. But baby, when you do it, you better do it better. You better work. Yes, you better do it better. Absolutely. And I'm going to help you do it better. I'm going to say to you, Sonia, you said to me, listen, this is what I did. I've been in business for a while. This is where I messed up. And that's what I call a sisterhood. A sisterhood is going to see that I'm about my business, and they're not going to see me struggle. They ain't going to give it all to me for free either. The same way you don't need to give it all away for free. But don't get into this place, into this mindset that just because you done became better, just because you done got better, just because you in a stable place, that now because you got this knowledge that you got to charge an arm and a leg, everybody don't have that money. I know I didn't, sis. I made the sacrifice. And I know what it feels like to be in a place where you really want to do something but don't have the finances or the means to do it. What happened to the love that we once had for people? I don't even want to go there. Well, I just came from Bible study. I'm a little amped up, y'all. Hey, Candace. Yes, Sonia, you better work. I just came from Bible study and I'm a little amped up. I am amped up because what I realize is the scripture can't lie. You got to be willing to win, because guess what? When it says in the book of Matthew 11 and 12, it says the kingdom suffer violence, but violence take it back by force. That means it's not going to be given to me. It's not going to be given to me. I got to go get it. I got to initiate it. I got to be intentional. I got to understand my surroundings. I got to make sure that my plan is strategic. I got to make sure that God is in front of me. Hello? Absolutely. Hello? Because all the changing that I have done, if God is not in front of me, if he's not leading me, guess what's going to happen, y'all? I'm going to slip. I'm going to slip. Yup. I'm going to slip. I'm a slip. That's why I pray so hard, man. I pray so hard. And I don't say this to say, oh, you got to go and you got to do X, Y, and Z, because what worked for me may not work for you. What worked for you may not work for me. But one thing I do know is Wow Inspire, as I always say, this is not a brand, but this is a movement. I want everybody to be Wow Inspired. When you open up your mouth, because the tagline for this movement is inspiring the influencer in you. You were called to influence someone else. When you open up your mouth after you get done speaking to them, their mouth going to be to the floor. Wow. Yes, like, and when they leave, although their mouth is open, it's not open because their mindset is in a place that I done took all this from you. Now I'm going to go talk about you. But their mindset is mature to be able to handle whatever it is that you're delivering. Hello? Yes, whatever you're delivering, you're going to encounter those individuals that are ready to be elevated to the next level, that are ready to win, that are ready to move into their level of greatness. And what you have on the inside of you, you must be able to deliver it with wisdom, because wisdom will have you operate in your delivery out of love. Yeah, I could easily be like, you know what? Shay, you was a hot mess. Shay, you was a hot, but that's not sweet. That's not wisdom. Before I even give myself an opportunity, before I even give Shay, I'm talking about me, but I'm talking as if I'm talking to another Shay. Before I even give her the opportunity to be vulnerable, to be her, I'm already beating her down. No. In the process of winning, we got to understand that we ain't always been where we are. Yeah, slowly. We literally demise the audience we were sent to heal and help, because we don't utilize the wisdom, because we prematurely speak without consulting God to say, is it the time? Is it the season? You have to be so strategic. You have to have a prayer life. You have to know that when you speak, to be careful that you are not doing more damage. Oh my goodness, that you're not doing more damage than what you're doing, what you were sent to actually be a help. You got to know it. You got to know it. Because people are literally dependent on you. Yes, you, Ebony. Yes, you, Candace. Yes, you, Sharif. Yes, you, Sonia. Yes, you, Missy. Yes, you, Kai. Somebody's dependent on you. Yes, all of you all. Somebody is dependent on you. You have gone through what you've gone through, not for you. Yep, sorry to tell you, it was not for you. Everything you encountered, Taronda, that thing wasn't for you. That was for you to deliver to somebody else. You took and you went through the persecution. You went through the opposition so somebody else don't have to go through it. But in order for them not to go through it, you have to be the one to deliver. Yes, deliver your story, deliver your message to those people. You were called to influence somebody else. So yes, I'm going to say for me, anybody that know me know when I was in that club, I ain't had no problem. Hey, it's a party. Loudest one in the club. Yes, ma'am. Loudest one in the club. So you mean to tell me that I done got wise? I done got some strategy, and I can't be loud, but in a loving way? I can't tell someone, Taronda, girl, I was jacked up, okay? I was jacked up. But one thing I do know is if I was as jacked up as I was, and I was able to mature, and I was able to grow, so can you. If I was so jacked up and I was able to come through and I was able to get the courage and the confidence to not care about what they say about those that go to church, to not care about how people perceive me in the light that they perceive me in. If I was able to do it, Ronnie, you can do it. Taronda, you can do it because you were called to influence somebody else. This is why you have to be willing to win. How many other generations will we allow to suffer because we won't be intentional about what we were called to do? How many more? How much did you suffer because our parents did not have the knowledge? They had some knowledge, but they didn't understand the difference between having the knowledge and having wisdom, or having the knowledge to utilize wisdom, to be able to break barriers, break the chains that keep us bound, that keep us from moving forward to our greater level of greatness. They didn't have the courage. Nobody taught them. So yes, Wow Inspire is a movement to say, listen, we're breaking generational curses because we are going to start a cycle of generational blessings. Yes, we have to be willing to win. We have to be so intentional that when we wake up in the morning, the alarm clock says, she need to go back to sleep. The alarm clock itself, the devil is hitting snooze for us. because we just up and we ready to go. We know that this thing does not stop with us. We know that we are called to birth. We are called to be the midwife for the next generation, right? And in order for us to do that, we have to be in a place where we're intentional. We have to be in a focused place. We have to be in a place to be authentic. We have to be in a place to acknowledge where I came from. Not come from it and forget where I came from. Not come from it and forget how before I got to this place, I still struggle. I still went to church and shouted over the church, but I still wasn't loving my neighbor right. I still would roll my eyes if you said something I didn't like. Yeah. Why can't we be real? Why can't we just be real? Because these are the things that's keeping people from saying, Lord, I give myself to you. I give my life to you. These are the things that's keeping people from that, because we get to a place where we are winning and we forget where we come from. Yeah, I didn't forget I had Section 8 child. Yes, I did. Hello. Lived in subsidized housing. Yes, I did. I lived in Section 8 houses and housing and had a job. Paid a whole lot of rent. But guess what that did for me? It put fire to my feet to make me buy my house. If I'm at work and I'm going to pay all this rent, what? Yeah, I'm going to buy a house. Yes, I'm not ashamed of where I come from. Just because you live in Section 8 don't mean you poor. It don't mean your house got 1,000 million trillion roaches either. But I won't forget where I come from. Because tomorrow I can go to work and they can say, oh, well, you know what? The state is shutting down all state agencies. Guess what? It happened with the federal government. Those people did not believe that they would ever go through that. I'm sure they did. And it's like, federal government? Yeah, I want to work for the federal government. That's job security. But to go to work and say the government shut down, then some people had to report to work. This thing is real, y'all. Like, it's so real. And I try to keep these lives under 30 minutes. It's so real. But my encouragement to you tonight is you must be willing to win. Please identify that we struggle. Our generation has struggled, has suffered greatly at the hand of the very things that our family, our parents, the generations before us have yet to deal with. And because of that there alone is the primary reason why you have to be willing to win. Yes, we fear what we don't face. We fear what we won't face. We fear what we will not face. And guess what happens? We leave back a lot of dirty stuff, leaving the next generation to deal with what remains. Yeah, one of the ministers at my church, she preached that as a topic of a sermon. It was real good too, y'all. But seriously, we leave back all this dust because we won't step up. We won't speak about those things that went on in our homes where our parents said, what goes on in this house stays in this house. And then we was afraid to really have that voice. We was afraid to have that opinion because of the systemic issues that we dealt with in our childhood. Y'all don't want to talk to me tonight. I'm going to get off this live in a minute, but I'm so serious. You have to be willing to win. You have to be willing to win. Yes, we fear what we will not face. Yes, Cousin Tina, we do. This is Taisha. Yes. Like, we have to be so intentional about this thing. Like, seriously, we have to be the ones that take that stand and say, I don't care if there's 1,000 people to me as a one being. That ratio is 1,000 to 1. But guess what? Out of the 1,001, I'm going to be that one to stand up and say, my kids will not suffer behind what I won't deal with. My kids will not suffer. Their kids, they haven't even had kids yet. Not nowhere near old enough to be a grandma. But if I don't take a stand, if I don't get in my spirit, if I don't get in my soul that I have to be willing to win, guess what? They're going to suffer. And I suffered greatly. And I just refuse to allow my babies to suffer. Oh my God. I refuse to allow my babies to suffer because now I have wisdom, I have knowledge, and I have understanding. I refuse to allow my babies to suffer. I refuse to allow them to suffer. Yes, I do. I refuse to allow them to suffer. So yes, we have to be intentional about our win. We have to be intentional about taking a stand. We have to be so intentional about covering our babies. We have to be intentional about our prayer life. Just understanding that even our kids were born with a gift. And as parents, we have to literally let them know that the love we have for them is the covering that's going to keep them, because the love we have for them is the love of God. We have to be sure, and we have to stand firm on our beliefs. And we just got to know without a shadow of a doubt that what we were called to do was to influence somebody else. Again, I am Shay. I am here to inspire the influencer in you. Happy Winning Wednesday. Continue to be intentional about winning. Yes, Allah and God is the same person, but just continue to be intentional about winning. I love you all to life. Inspire somebody else to become the influencer, that they were called to be. You all stay encouraged. You all stay blessed. And if you need some encouragement, if you need some support, reach out to myself. I am working to build this movement. Again, this is the Wow Inspire movement. The understanding that wisdom optimizes winning, and that when we apply wisdom with strategy, we literally are producing results that's going to give us the consecutive wins that we are looking for. Please leave a comment on my page if you were inspired tonight. If you know me, if you've ever had an encounter with me, I am here to let you know this thing is not about a following. This thing is not about popularity. This thing is not about any of that. This is not about me, but this is all about literally telling the person, providing support to those that are aspiring leaders, those career professionals that are in their jobs and they're like, I know I was called to do this work, but I'm so burnt out. I'm so frustrated. I am here to inspire you to reignite your passion. You were called to do it. You were called to do it. Thank you, Abdul. That you were inspired. I appreciate you tuning in tonight. Ronnie, God bless you. And I am here for you all. I love you. And remember, I'm here to inspire the influencer in you. Have a great night. Love you all.